Welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Fragrance with Filson and I'm back again with another monthly haul. So this is all of the fragrances that I picked up in the month of August. So if you are interested in that, please keep on watching. Alright guys, I'm very excited about today's video because I have hauled some amazing perfumes that I didn't really anticipate getting. Some were on my wish list, 2 were on my wish list for sure, and I was able to get them on a discount. One was kind of a spur of the moment when I went sampling and it just took me away, and some other cheapies that I was just super curious about, and I'm very excited. So I think all of these were a win, so big spoiler alert, but yes. All right, so we'll start with one of the cheapies. This is a classic one, just the original Juicy Couture. I picked this up from TJ Maxx. I think it was under $20 or something like that. So I was very curious about this because I haven't really smelled Juicy Couture in a very long time, and I was actually in Ulta when I was sampling the new Ariana Grande Cloud Pink. I was in Ulta for that, and I actually tried Juicy Couture Gold Couture, I think it was, and I really liked that one. And I actually sampled another one that I actually purchased here, so that was Bon Bon by Viktor and Rolf. So when I was studying the notes when I got home, I saw that Gold Couture and Bon Bon were very similar, so I just went ahead with the Bon Bon because I thought it was just more upscale, but I was still curious about just kind of having the Juicy Couture original scent profile, so I just picked this one up. It was just a cheapie, so I'm really enjoying it so far. Kind of just spray it when I'm home and stuff, so yeah, that is that one. I'll just go into Bon Bon just because I was just talking about it. So I was super shocked by this. I'd never had any interest in this fragrance. I thought it was going to be way too gourmand for me. I'm sickly sweet, and I don't know, it just wasn't on my radar. So I was kind of shocked when I sampled this in Ulta. I had just kind of been over the selections that were already out, that I've already gone to several times, and I wasn't really loving anything. I did sample the light blue Summer Vibes, which I really liked, but I was kind of like, well, we're out of summer, just about out of summer right now. So I was kind of over it. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna get any more summer-like fragrances. So yeah, this was on my arm. It was on my arm for quite some time, and I went on JoMaShop and I got it for such an amazing deal. I was so excited. It came brand new in its box, in the plastic wrap and everything, and I fell in love, guys. I mean, I don't know if you really could tell if there's a dent in here, but this is amazing. I love it so much. I'm so excited to wear this for fall. I see myself wearing this for like a casual movie night or like a ice cream date or whatever. Just such a casual, like, you know, it's starting to get colder kind of vibe. So I'm sure if you layer this with something else, you could probably get something completely different. But yeah, that is Bon Bon by Viktor and Rolf. Okay, the next cheapie is from Lattafa. This is the Confidential Private Gold, and this is a dupe for, I believe, Tiziana Terenzi's Kirke, and it is. So I actually got this first, and then I went following week. I had planned, you know, to make a day of just going to Neiman Marcus, going to a special perfumery shop and sampling all of the fragrances that, you know, it was just getting way too expensive to sample online. So I was like, okay, let me just make a day of it and just sample everything. So when I was in Neiman Marcus, they had Tiziana Terenzi, and I had smelled the Kirke, and I was like, okay, that's like literally identical. So yeah, I was very happy about this purchase. Nothing, you know, crazy or groundbreaking to my nose, just because, you know, Middle Eastern fragrances is something my mom always has been wearing. So yeah, this is really great, and I'm just happy to have this in my collection. I forgot to mention, this is super affordable. I think I got this for less than $30, if not, maybe it was, I don't know. It feels like it was 50, but I don't know. It might have been less than that. And I got this one also from JoMaShop, and it came super fast, and the packaging was gorgeous. So yeah, definitely get your nose on the original Kirke maybe, or even if you've smelled Herba Pura, maybe that will kind of give you the vibe. Not so loud as Herba Pura, but it's kind of in that vibe. So yeah, I would say try this original first, and if you want an affordable dupe, go for this one. All right, so the next one is from Al Haramain, and this is a dupe for Creed Adventist for her. And yeah, guys, spot on. like literally spot on. I could not believe it. The day this came was when I went to go and sample at Neiman Marcus and the Special Perfumery shops, and they had Creed Aventus, and the only reason why, or the Creed Aventus for her, I've smelled it before, but I sprayed this on paper before I left the house and I kept it with me just so I could do a comparison. And then I was like, once I was done sampling all the other things, I went quickly to the Creed counter and I was like, oh, can I just get a sample of Creed Aventus for her? And guys, when I tell you spot on, spot on. This is just a great fragrance. I think it's an easy grab. It does lean a little bit masculine on me, so I kind of have to mix it with other things. But yeah, I love it, and it was so affordable. The packaging was absolutely gorgeous. And yeah, I'm happy to have this one too for what, $24? So yeah, great dupe. All right, so the next one is Sweet Tooth by Sabrina Carpenter, and I know everyone's going crazy about the new release, but I never got my nose on the original, and I'm just really intrigued by the packaging and everything like that, so I went and picked this one up, and let's just... All right, so there is the candy bar. So adorable. What is crazy about this one is I just picked up, and I'll show it to you guys next, but I picked up another fragrance and they're identical. So it was a great dupe for each other, but I don't know if there's something higher end that's compared to Sweet Tooth and the other fragrance that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. But again, they're identical to each other. So yeah, I'm really happy though that I have both, because I did get the smaller size of the next fragrance that I'm going to show you guys, and I was a little bit kind of beating myself up for it because I was like, oh, I love it so much. It's such a fall scent. It's such a, you know, bedtime scent, or just, you know, a chill night scent, and I definitely could layer it with a lot of the ones that I got. So I was happy to have both. So I have this and the next one that I'll be talking about. So that is Sweet Tooth by Sabrina Carpenter. All right, so this one is Fresh Cream Warm Cashmere by Philosophy, and this is identical to Sweet Tooth. So this was just a random line buy. I had bought it, but then the next day I did go into Ulta, like I said. I was trying the new Ariana Grande one, and then I was sampling some other things. So I sprayed this on my arm and I was so happy that I liked it, and I was kind of beating myself up and saying, oh, I wish I got a bigger size, but let me unpack it for you guys. Okay, so it's so cute. Isn't it the cutest little thing ever? It was so tiny. I kind of got catfished. I thought it was going to be a little bit bigger than this, but I'm happy with having this size just because I think it's something that I'm going to just throw in my bag, like my work tote or like my bigger just tote that I carry out. And if you could focus, but this is so cute. I love it so much, and it smells so good. Yeah, it's like a beautiful like fresh warm vanilla, so I'm happy to have this for fall. Yeah, sorry guys about the focus. Yeah, so I will definitely report back on performance with both of them, but I'm very happy to have this one. All right, so the next one is another pickup that I got from TJ Maxx when I was in there. This is the Guess Seductive fragrance mist. So I was hearing a lot about this one, and I never really got to experience the fragrance, but this body mist was $4.99, so I was like, okay, I will definitely take it. But it's actually such a good fragrance, and I can see myself maybe like putting this on top of freshly moisturized skin and then going in with maybe a more expensive fragrance that has the same note profile. So I think it's great for layering, or if I just don't feel like having something way too heavy. But yeah, this is a great one, and it was super affordable. And I'm not into body mist, guys. Like you'll see, I'm not going to be hauling a lot of them. I went into Bath and Body Works the other day, and I just wasn't impressed by anything. And I'm just kind of, I think, over that, unless, you know, again, I'm finding great matches with perfumes I already have in my collection that I want to layer with. But I loved this because it was a smaller size for one, which I love. You can see like this is pretty tiny, and yeah, I really do like the fragrance. It does smell kind of a little bit more expensive than some other fragrance mist. So yeah, that is Guess Seductive, and I'm happy to have it in my collection. All right, so last but certainly not least, this is my last cheapie, I believe. So it's by Worthy, and it's Mustaf. That's the name of it. This was really hard to find, guys. I had came across a video of this being a dupe for Angel Nova by Mugler, and if you guys have been following, I love that fragrance a lot, and I am coming to about half of that bottle. It's almost done. So I was getting a little bit worried, and you know, I don't want to worry about running out to get a new bottle of Angel Nova just because I have so many things on my wish list and I want to prioritize newer fragrances than, you know, restocking on old fragrances that I've already had. So it's kind of a tricky song and dance to do if you guys are collectors and you know, or if you just love perfume in general. It's really hard to keep up with the fragrances you love and you're kind of like running through them and then wanting to get new fragrances and experience other ones. It's like you want things in your collection, but you also want to try new things, and sometimes it's not cost effective to do both. So anyways, I said all of that to say I love to have dupes as backups for some of my favorite fragrances, especially if they're really good ones. And I want to start to compare some dupes for you guys and give you guys honest opinions about, you know, is the, you know, name brand worth it? You know, is it worth the money, or just go for the dupe? And this one, guys, I will have to say this is an amazing dupe. This is a really good quality dupe. The juice is amazing. Profile smells very identical. The only thing, I'm still kind of exploring it. I think maybe the opening of Angel Nova is a little bit more raspberry heavy. You just get more of like a punchy kind of fruit opening. Whereas this one, you don't get that big burst, but it's very, very similar. Like they're so reminiscent of each other that if you want that vibe, you're gonna get it with this. I just want to smell it. Yeah, it's very, very similar. And I'm still exploring the dry down of this because I feel like the appeal of Angel Nova for me was like that amazing fruity opening, and then it kind of settled. A little bit of oud, has some rose in it. And so it's like, it has a lot of layers. Like Angel Nova is so different from the opening to the mid to the dry down. Like it's almost like you're getting 3 different fragrances. In my personal opinion, that was the appeal of it, because yes, the opening kind of sold me, but then that dry down was like kind of mind blowing because I was like, wow, this is so different from the opening. So anyway, saying that to say, I love this dupe. I think it's amazing. You get so much juice. Like look at this, guys. Look at how big this bottle is. Do you see that? This is a huge bottle. I'll try to find the link of where I bought it, because again, it was very hard for me to find it, but it was a legit link and I found it and it got to me like in 2 days. It was super fast. And it was like $24. So who could beat that? All right, so the next one is the beautiful Kayali Wedding Silk Santal 36. So as you guys know from the other haul, last month's haul, or July, I should say, July's haul, which thank you guys so much. I got like 7,000 views on that one video. I am shocked. I got a lot of subscribers, well, a lot to me, like over 100 subscribers from that video. So thank you so much if you're new and you're watching. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Very happy to have you guys here. And thank you so much for showing me love on that video. But if you watch that video, which I will link here, you would have seen that I kind of had a panic on this fragrance because it went out of stock. I had been able to get a travel, like the 10 mil, and then I got a backup of the 10 mil. And I kind of thought that's where I was gonna be left with, and just, you know, I had to enjoy it in that little packaging and I would have to kind of make it stretch. But luckily I had put myself on the back in stock notification email list, and as soon as I got that email, you guys, I purchased this, and then I posted it to my community tab, and then I posted on Instagram. I think I tweeted about, I don't know, I just tried to like let as many people know that this was back in stock after I got my bottle, because I was very worried about that. And I actually now heard that some people's orders were canceled, so they couldn't fulfill. So I was so sad to hear that. I didn't get a chance to have the full bottle, so I'm just happy to have it. Obviously you guys can see, like, do you see this dent? Okay, a little conspiracy theory, guys. Is it just me, or does more, I don't know, something about this atomizer, I feel like it's spraying out more product. That's why the dents are becoming so quick. I don't know, is that but I just feel like I don't spray a lot of this and it's just getting such a significant dent. I mean, I wear it, but it's just like, this is from maybe 3 or 4 wears. I don't know, maybe that's not significant dent for that many wears. But anyways, I'm happy to have this. Mona had shared somewhere that she pulled from the European warehouse for this stock to be fulfilled in the US, and that just goes to show that, you know, they're really trying as a brand to fulfill the demand. But maybe they'll listen to kind of, you know, the outpour of everybody wanting this, wanting a bottle, wanting to restock, wanting to get an extra bottle at that. So I hope they bring this in stock again. I don't know, like a part of me is like, I love it. First of all, it's such a beautiful fragrance, but I'm also like getting like anxious about it being limited edition, that I'm like, oh, if it gets back in stock, I'm gonna want a backup bottle. But I don't know, I just hope that they restock it and keep it as a regular collection so we can enjoy it for years to come. So anyways, that is the Kayali Wedding Silk Santal 36. All right, so the next one is this decant of, this is Parfums de Marly Cassili, decant size of it, 5 ml. So this one, guys, it's on my wish list, but I just don't have it in me to pay full price Parfums de Marly. I'm so sorry, I just don't have it in me. I never have paid full price. The first Delina I had was a smaller bottle. I got that on sale. My full bottle of Delina and Delina La Rose, I told you guys also in one of my hauls that I got them for 45% off from Joma Shop. So yeah, I am not paying full price. I'm so sorry. I love their fragrances. Valaya is also on my wish list, but I just don't have it in me to pay $300 plus, almost $400 for these bottles. So I feel like I just want to enjoy the decant while I have it. Yeah, so why doesn't not want to focus? So I don't know, guys, I can't get this to focus. But anyways, the long and short of it is that I'm not willing to pay full price for Cassili or Valaya or Oriana. They're all on my list, but honestly and truly, I just don't think I have it in me to pay that much. So I will just enjoy this. I do think this is more of a summer fragrance anyway, so I doubt that I'll, you know, run through this anytime soon. Like, I think I'll have a few wears. I actually got a lot of wears from my other 5 ml decant I showed you guys last video. So that was of Treasure. So I got good wears out of it. So, you know, I feel like this will scratch that itch for the time being. And if anyone wants to gift me Cassili, Valaya, and Oriana, I'm here for it. I'm happy to buy it at a discount too. So hey, if you have it, hit me up. Speaking of Treasure, guys, this is Maison Cier's Treasure, and I am so happy to check this off my wish list. This has been on my wish list for quite some time. First of all, can we talk about the bottle? I love their bottles so much. So yes, I am so excited to have this in my collection, guys. I had waited for So Avant Garde to have a sale. It was actually in collaboration with AI the Great, and she was offering, or they were offering in collaboration with her, 30% off of most of their stock. So yeah, I was super excited. I had waited for that sale. I could have bought it, you know, at 20%. I know other creators have discount codes out there. So guys, don't pay full price when you're on So Avant Garde. Use a discount code, use anybody's discount code. If I had one, I would give it to y'all, but just search and I'm sure you can find one. But I was just holding out for 30% off. So I'm so happy to have this. I got another Maison Cier fragrance also, I think the last sale too. But anyways, this was like on my wish list, guys, the top. I had to get it. Like, I just kept thinking about it. I went through the 5 ml decant, like I told you. I went through 2 samples of this. So this was a must. Like, I had to get it, guys. I had to. So I'm so happy to have this. This is such a unique fragrance. Doesn't compare to anything in my collection, like absolutely not. If you think you know what this is going to smell like, you probably are not. So don't blind buy this, but definitely sample it, get your nose on it. There is vanilla in this, but this is not a gourmand vanilla. This is an aromatic, kind of fresh, marine aquatic kind of fragrance. It's hard to describe. I know some creators tried, and I think the only thing we can all agree on is it's so beautiful and very pretty scent. So I just feel very feminine, and it's not like overly feminine like frou frou la la like I would say, but I don't know, it's just different. I don't know how to describe. It's an everyday, like, I feel like, I don't want to say too freshy, it's not like soapy fresh. I don't know, guys. I'm not finding the words for this one. Just get your nose on it. But this is 100% signature scent worthy. You could wear this every single day for all occasions. You can wear this every single season. I think it'll wear so beautifully. So I highly suggest getting your nose on this. Oh, and Joma Shop sells this too for a discount. I will link that below. And I am now a partner with Joma Shop. So if you guys want to support me and this channel, feel free to find the links down below. And I have my top fragrances. They made me a page, so feel free to check that out. Shop from that link. That is definitely a help to me and the channel. So I I really appreciate it, but no pressure. If not, like I said, Saint Laurent sells this. I believe Twisted Lily sells this. You can get it from the brand. So wherever you guys want to sample from or get it, I support it, but just get your nose on this one and please report back because I'd love to hear your feedback. Yep, and that is Miss Sincere Trey Share. Like I have to start going quick because I am losing sunlight. Wow. Okay, so this is Lancome's Idole, and I also got this from Joma Shop for an amazing price. Isn't that so pretty? So I love the bottle first and foremost. Like this is the cutest little thing ever. I started with the small one, but I'm kind of regretting it. I should have gotten the bigger size, but that's okay. I think I might pull the trigger on that soon, maybe in the next couple of weeks, but it's not a necessity. But guys, this dent is from 2 wears, so I'm kind of getting a little bit worried, but I want the bigger one so I can keep that in the house. And then this is such a perfect size to throw in my bags. Like this is such a perfect throw in your bag fragrance. Like I love it. It's so beautiful. I think it would layer really well with other fragrances that I have. I have a lot of rosy fragrances, so I think this would pair really well. And fun fact, guys, I decant most of the fragrances that I wear on a daily basis, like Delina, Burberry Her. A lot of my fragrances that I wear often, I will decant those and put them in my bag. So whatever fragrance I'm wearing, I like to always keep a decant. If it's not like a beast, if it's a beast, I'm not gonna top off. I'm probably not like it. Yeah, it's just too much. But something like this, I would top off and I would spray it just to smell it again, the opening. But it's beautiful. I love it. And yeah, I'm excited to have it. And I will definitely be exploring the flankers. I don't know why I waited so long, but yes, I'm so excited. This is just so cute. Like, oh, I just love this. This is adorable. But anyways, that is Idole by Lancome. Alright guys, so the next one is from the House of BDK and it is Crème de Coeur. Sorry for my pronunciation, I do not speak French, but I didn't do this dent either. This is actually a tester. So this was already on my wish list to sample and it was actually on its way to me. I had sampled through Twisted Lily, so it was already on its way to me, but I didn't get my nose on it just yet. But I already had made the plan to go to Neiman and this like special like perfume shop or whatever in the mall as well. When I saw she had this, okay, so I went to Neiman Marcus, guys, and I was there for like 2 hours. If you're in the like Maryland, DC metropolitan area, Virginia, Northern Virginia, we have Tyson's and Tyson's 2. So Neiman Marcus is in Tyson's 2, and then in the regular Tyson's mall, there is like a special perfumery shop that has all the niche fragrances that you could ever want, and they have some designer at like a affordable price or whatever. So it's just a great place to sample. And so I already had spent 2 hours in Neiman, and so but I still wanted to go over to this place where I got this, and they had way more. I wish I kind of started with them because they had pretty much everything that Neiman had plus more. So they had BDK. And so when she had this one, I was like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. I really liked it. And she's like, well, I'm trying to get rid of the tester because we're not going to bring this back, so I can get you a good deal on it. So I was like, abso-freaking-lutely. So I got this for an amazing price. And, you know, there was still, I've worn this a couple times, but there was a little bit more of it in there. But hey, I'm happy to have this. And it's not like, oh, I want to run out and buy a full bottle. I think I'm going to kind of take this in a little bit more because this is a very unique fragrance. It does lean a little bit more masculine than I would like, but I'm kind of shocked that I actually don't care because it's so beautiful that I'm like, I don't care. It just smells good. And my brother even said that. He commented on it and he was like, it just smells good. Like, and he was like, oh, can I try it? Like, can I, you know, test it out? Can I get a decant and all that stuff? So I let him, you know, sample it, but I said, just wear it on your skin. Like, don't wear it on your clothes. Just wear it on your skin. See how it mixes with your chemistry. Because it might dry down differently than, you know, the openings, because I think we were both kind of like taken back from the opening of this. But anyways, he thankfully said he didn't like the dry down, so I get to keep it. So yeah, I'm super excited to have this. I want to play around with it. I think it's totally a fragrance to wear in the fall and winter. It smells so good. That like suede or leather note in there is like, I don't know, it's just kind of different, and I didn't know I would like something like this, so I'm kind of excited to have a little bit of a different fragrance that I wouldn't necessarily go for. So yeah, that is Crème de Coeur by BDK. And look at guys, the bottle is so cute. Isn't that so adorable? Like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna probably just keep it even when the bottle's empty because it's so pretty. All right, guys, we are on the second to last fragrance that literally took my breath away. Okay, I know this is nothing new. You guys have probably already seen reviews on reviews. You know, people have these on their top 10 lists, their like best vanilla ever list, whatever the case may be. I get it. I never was intrigued about this fragrance. I didn't care because everybody kept saying, oh, it's very unisex, it's right down the middle. And as I told you guys, I'm a very girly girl, very feminine kind of vibes, and something that is proclaimed as unisex, right down the middle, a man can wear it, a woman can wear it. I don't want it. I'm not gonna really be intrigued by it that much. Like, so anyways, you know, I've sampled 100 Silent Ways. That one's nice. I have my words for it, but I'm not gonna talk about it in this video because I don't want to go into a tangent. But I had no desire to try this, to sample this. I didn't care. But when I was in this perfume shop that had all these niche fragrances, which guys, I was so overwhelmed by. They had Fragrance du Bois, they had BDK, like I said, they had all the Xerjoffs, they had all the, you know, what is it? Tamine, they had Amouage, they had just Mancera, Montal. What did they have? They had so many, guys. I'm gonna go into my experience sampling in another video because I want to go through all of my samples with you guys. I have quite a bit in my collection now in regards to samples, so I want to definitely go over that with you. And then I have so many new samples that I am trying out right now, so I kind of want to go over that. And then I want to go over what I did sample in person that I am now going to order samples or decants and test them out before pulling the trigger on bigger bottles. Now, anyways, that's a long-winded way to say that by the time that I went to this perfume shop, I had no space on my arm. Everybody was putting perfume on me. I was trying so many different perfumes. I literally had no space on my arm. But I found one part of my wrist. I took off my watch to make space for this. Like, I pushed it up and I sprayed it on the skin that I had left. And then I'm going crazy. I'm like a kid in a candy shop, sampling everything else. And I just kept sniffing my wrist. And this was on my wrist. This was what I could not get out of my brain. I just could not, guys. So the lady was nice enough to give me a great deal on the BDK Creme de Coeur. And then she's like, okay, I'll get you a good deal on this one too. Now, I paid now this is like retail, almost $400. Like $390. I've seen it for $360. She had it marked down to $340. She gave me a good deal. Like, she gave me nearly almost like $100 off, which is fine. I thought I was getting a great deal, but then when I went home, Joma Shop had it for nearly $200 off. So I could have gotten it even less, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm not gonna beat myself up for it. I'm happy to support a small business. The lady that was in the shop, and we just had a great rapport, and she's great, and I definitely would purchase from her again, especially if she's selling testers. I would definitely buy from her. But anyways, big bottle too, so this is amazing. I'm happy to see that like it's online for cheaper though, because I feel like now I can kind of run through this and I won't feel bad for like getting a newer bottle, if that makes sense. So long story short, guys, this took my breath away. I am absolutely in love. Like, days I don't wear this, I'm just sniffing it straight out of the bottle. It's beautiful. Whatever anybody is saying about this, like it's their top vanilla, just yes, that is true. It's not gourmand, but like it's leaning, like it's still like yummy to me, if that makes sense. Like, it's not like a sickly sweet vanilla, but like that ginger, that I think there's pepper in it. It's just so zesty, and I don't even know, guys. You just have to get your nose on it. But I'm so happy to have this in my collection. Like, so happy. I mean, it hasn't even been a week. I did decant some for my mom, and then I also had like my travel decant, so that's kind of where that dent is coming from. But yeah, oh my god, I'm wearing this in fall and winter for sure. So yeah, that is my story about how I got Ani Nichane. So I'm excited, and I'm also excited to kind of maybe try some other things from the brand now, because I do think like this literally took my breath away. So anyways, that is that. And last but certainly not least, guys, yes, I got it. Amouage Guidance. The It Girl of 2023 is now in my collection, and I couldn't be happier. This was a roller coaster ride, guys. This was a roller coaster ride because I had gotten samples from Twisted Lily. Actually, no, sorry. I got a sample from Scent Split. And their 1 mils, guys, don't sample their dab. They're just not good. Like, get something that will spray, because I feel like it'll give you a better indication of what you'll get in the opening. So I had sampled sampled this from ScentSplit, and I got the 1ml dabber, which I didn't know was going to be a dabber, but whatever. That was like, I think one of my first orders from them. So I dabbed it a few nights to bed. Like, I tried it going to bed. It was really good. Like, I think what I was getting was more of the mid. Like, I wasn't getting that like pear opening for some reason, the dabber. So I liked it, but I was like, I'm not like floored by it. Like, I'm not getting this like life changing experience that everybody's having. So I was like, okay, let me get a real sprayer. So I had ordered the sample from Twisted Lily, and they have the branded samples. So it's straight from the brand. It says amouage, guidance, whatever. And those are actually 2ml. So you guys, I bought 2. So I had 4ml of this, and I was able to test that out. And I like it. I liked it, but I was getting a weird pear note in the opening. Now, pear is in a lot of my fragrances, so I'm no stranger to pear. I love pear. But this pear, it was giving puree. It was giving applesauce, but make it pear. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. But it was not like off-putting to me where I was like, oh, I hate it. Like, I don't like this. But it was just something I picked up that subsides like after like 5 or 10 minutes, right? Well, it's just in that initial opening spray. So anyways, guys, I just could not escape this fragrance. I just couldn't. Like, I kept testing it. I kept spraying it, but I'm like, oh my God, I don't have enough. Like, I'm going to run through the decants and everything. So I'm like, okay, I'll do what I did with, I'll just get like a 5ml or whatever, right? Or even like a 10ml. I was happy to just keep sampling this, but I was like, you know what? I really, really want it, so I'm gonna get it. So this was kind of like also very impulsive of me. Just wasn't ready to spend what I spent on it, but I was able to use a discount code, so I saved a little bit of money on it. But this was like a splurge, and I'm definitely on a no buy. So guys, just if I'm doing another haul next month, just comment, stop, slow down. You need to stop. But I had to guys, and I don't have any regrets. I've worn this out, I think 2 times now, maybe 3. And you get compliments. The second time I wore it, I went to the mall, I was doing some shopping. A lady literally was following me around, Zara, and she's like, I'm so sorry, but like I just had to make sure it was you before I asked you, but what are you wearing? And I told her, and she's like, oh my God, this is a sign. I've been like seeing that everywhere, and it smells so good, blah blah blah. So anyways, it is a compliment getter. It's a beast mode, guys. Like, I think I oversprayed that day, but the dry down is where the magic happens, guys. Like, oh my God, I just can't explain it. I might have to do a dedicated review for this one because it's just so layered. I think even with me going through the journey of like sampling it, and now, like, especially now, like, I think I've had this for almost a week now, I think, maybe a little bit more, but it's getting better. Like, I kind of go back and just smell it out of the bottle. It's almost getting better to me. So I can't even imagine what this smells like, or what it will smell like if I have it still in like 6 months. I don't know. Like, at this point, I'm kind of like, oh my gosh, like, I don't want to make it a signature scent because, one, it's super expensive, but this is like a special occasion. This is like if I have things to do, that's kind of when I want to wear this. Or I'm just trying to, like, I don't know. There's just a certain vibe you have to kind of want to have to wear this, but it's definitely beast mode. And if you don't want attention, don't wear this. Like, that's all I can say. If you have social anxiety, if you don't want people coming up to you, don't wear this. Just don't, because you will have people coming up to you or looking at you or just making comments around you. Like, they might not directly say something, but they'll say like, oh, it smells so good. What is that? Da-da-da. Yeah, so if you don't like attention, don't wear this. And I'm not a big attention person, but like, I'm starting to realize, yeah, I need to be a little bit more selective of when I wear this because it is a beast, and you don't need to spray a lot of it, but it's not heavy. Like, you won't, like, if you do overspray, I don't think you're gonna get sick or anything like that. But what I've noticed that is when it dries down, it gets really strong. Like, you would think that's when like a fragrance becomes more faint or a skin scent. No, the dry down, it gets stronger on me personally. Also, I had to scrub it off in the shower, guys. Scrub. I double cleanse already in the shower. I had to triple cleanse. I straight up. I just could not get this off of me. I just did laundry and I was wearing something earlier in the week that I was wearing this on. My whole hamper smells like Guidance. That is how strong this is. So beast mode, but not like headache inducing heavy. Yeah, guys, try it out. Get your nose on it. I say, try 2 ml samples at the bare minimum. Go through it. Maybe wear it for a day. Go out with it, because I just think like this shines. Like when I was sampling it in the house, I still wasn't even getting the effect. Like I think it was when I was out and about is when I really got what this fragrance gives. So anyways, I'm going on a tangent already, so I might need to stop. But anyways, guys, that is Amouage Guidance. All right, guys, if you made it this far, thank you so much for your support, and thank you so much for your support in general. I'm so taken back by the support and love that I'm getting so far on the channel, and I just can't wait to bring you guys more content. I have so much planned. So thank you so much for your patience while I kind of adjust to this. And yeah, if you aren't subscribed and you're still watching, please consider subscribing and like this video, leave me a comment, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.